They called the cops on me the moment I walked through their front door, no warning, no questions. Just a fake smile, a twitching eye, and a hand slipping under the counter to hit 911 like I was some kind of threat. But guess what? The real threat was standing right beside me, and he was holding a clipboard with the state seal. I didn't come alone. You're trespassing. This is private HOA property. The manager, Trina, shrieked as she burst out of her chair, slapping her palms on the desk like she was banging a gavel. Her voice bounced off the sterile white walls, echoing through the office like the crack of a judge's sentence. I froze, jaw tight. "Ma'am, I'm here to file a complaint," I said, holding up a folder thick with photos, witness statements, and, oh yes, the official notice of the task force investigation. She blinked, her painted-on brows arched. "What investigation?" The man beside me stepped forward, flashing his badge, State Property Oversight and Housing Task Force. "Yeah, that's a real thing. We're here in response to multiple allegations regarding misuse of HOA funds, illegal citations, and violations of residents' rights," he said calmly, pulling out a clipboard with a list so long it looked like Santa's naughty list. Trina's smile cracked. "Is this a joke?" she snapped. "This is harassment. I'm calling the police." Too late. The police were already pulling in, but not for me. Let me rewind for a second. It all started 6 months ago when my mother, a disabled veteran, got fined $600 for planting daisies in front of her porch. Non-regulation flora, they said. What the hell does that even mean? I paid the fine once. Then came another for having an unauthorized flag. It was the American flag. That's when I knew something was wrong. Deeply wrong. I filed complaints. I sent emails. I attended meetings, or tried to. They kicked me out. They laughed. Trina even called me a danger to the HOA process. What does that even mean? So yeah, I gathered receipts. One whistleblower board member finally cracked. He handed me proof of thousands in HOA dues redirected into some suspicious landscaping contracts, all routed to a company owned by Trina's nephew. There were phantom repairs, double billing, unapproved levies. You name it. And behind it all, Trina, acting like a suburban queenpin. Cue the twist. I work for the State Housing Board's Ethics Liaison Office. I was on leave when this all happened, caring for my mom. But once I saw what was going on, I brought it home. My team reviewed the case and triggered a full-scale task force action. So no, I wasn't there to yell. I was there to shut it down. Back at the office, Trina was pacing now, heels clicking like a ticking time bomb. The cops arrived, exchanged a look with my partner from the task force, and then turned not toward me, but toward her. "Trina Fellers," one officer asked, flipping open a warrant. "We have reason to believe you've misappropriated over $72,000 in HOA funds. You're under arrest." Oh, the sound she made. It wasn't a scream. It was like a high-pitched gasp mixed with a gurgle, as if her whole ego had been yanked through her throat. "No, this is my HOA. I built this," she wailed, clutching her nameplate like it was a holy relic. She actually shouted, "He tricked me. He set me up." "Ma'am, I brought receipts." The handcuffs clicked shut. She kept babbling, eyes darting at me, then the cops, then back at me. Her assistant, the one who used to glare at residents like we were pests, suddenly found the floor very interesting. But karma wasn't done yet. With Trina gone, the HOA board dissolved in weeks. Residents held emergency meetings. We elected a new board. And best of all, everyone who'd been fined or harassed got a formal apology and refunds. And me? I filed a personal lawsuit for harassment and defamation. That danger to the HOA comment? Yeah, it made its way into their newsletter in bold. Guess what, Trina? Now I'm a danger in court. Sigh. It didn't have to be this way. If she just listened to treated us like neighbors instead of enemies, maybe she'd still be sitting in that office, stapling newsletters and giving fake smiles to the elderly. Instead, she's fighting 3 lawsuits, facing state charges, and banned from serving on any HOA in the country. You never know who you're messing with, especially when you call the cops on the person who writes the rules. And if you enjoyed watching karma hit this hard, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, especially if you love a good lawsuit story.